highlights of the National Football League. And our focus is on the Lions' veteran quarterback, who's had quarterbacks numbers all season, coming down with 7 picks. It's the Lions and the Giants, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the New York Giants. Brandon Gaudin joined by Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Lions in this matchup. They know coming in they've got to be at their best because they're facing one of the better overall defenses in the NFL.
And this is not one of the better offenses around in terms of running the football. So they understand that they're going to be put to the test a bit. The big plays in the run game, they haven't been there of late. So maybe that means we'll see them shake things up a little bit. Some RPOs, some touch passes, some draw plays, anything to try and gain a little bit of momentum.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Detroit gets set to go on offense, and it will be the 7th-year pro out of Cal, Jared Goff, leading the attack in his 2nd season as a Lion.
But when I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, I thought about you during the Turkey Bowl last year.
Yeah,
you guys had the same stats, except he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award with his.
He got touchdowns, I got picks. I like going back watching the film with you, and we thought it was a good performance in person. Obviously was, but you thought even better on tape. It was really something to watch.
Yeah, but I loved was how he spread it around. A lot of people involved in the passing offense. 4 touchdown passes culminated it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Goff will try and set up the screen to Swift. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
Yeah, they held them completely out of the end zone. Just held them to a field goal. So they're not just hoping for a repeat here. They're hoping to do it even better. A shutout is their goal.
Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Here come the Giants, led out by their former 6th overall pick out of Duke back in 2019. Daniel Jones under center.
I still remember when he was drafted, there was a little bit of controversy about how high he was selected by the New York Giants. But his talents were revealed. He can make every throw in the book. Surprisingly good athlete. As long as he takes care of the football and doesn't turn it over, he can really make plays.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Throwing, Jones. Forced out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Romeo Okwara in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Now Jones. And that is incomplete. Well, hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. Gets it up past the 10 with a nice move. These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. From the gun, here's Goff. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Tay Crowder putting in the work and getting that stop defensively.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Goff, a handoff here to Swift. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. If they can't come up with something here, they're looking at a quick 3 and out.
Well, guess what? You get the ball in the hands of your best player to his favorite play and try and salvage something out of this drive. Now, of course, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're thinking the exact same thing. So they better provide him some help on this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. With it is Jackson. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Jones throwing on first down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Oh, boy, when a good tight end reads man coverage, is able to run the corner route, almost impossible to defend. They can use the good head fake, work him inside, and then they'll get him on their back or on their hip and keep them away from the football with their body.
Back to throw. Jones. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. First and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on second and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Looking to throw. Jones flushed out right, and he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Jones now going to throw on third and goal, and they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Levi Onwuzurike charging in and finishing off the sack.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. Gano's kick is good, and the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Play action. It's Goff. Out, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they've got to get their footwork involved. And that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right, and the ball got knocked free.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Jones to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. On second down, here's Barkley. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. And Detroit getting set to go now. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Goff. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now a toss for Swift left side. A little juke. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. Open man is Galladay, complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones to Shepard, complete over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Jones and Shepard with a connection there for a Giants first down. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Here's Jones on first down. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. From the 35 on second down, Jones. And that is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. They'll look to throw again. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Giants at 72 here on the year, and they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here, and if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason, and we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
Dancing to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. After the sack on first down, Jones. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw, Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves them with a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Detroit's offense ready to take over. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now a first down throw, Goff. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And who's got it? The Giants. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley, and he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. To throw again on second down, Jones. Completes this again to Shepard. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 15-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Shepard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space to get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
On the return, it's James. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Back to throw. Jones on the slant, complete to Bellinger. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Out to the right here to Shepard. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones, catch made by Slayton. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing, Jones. They'll roll him out right. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. On 2nd and 10, Jones to Barkley on the check down. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now Jones. Got a man, Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Another pass complete to Bellinger. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Lions. And not much went right in those first 2 quarters. You can see the numbers on the ground there. Not a whole lot to write home about so far. Meanwhile, for the Giants, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Give them the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A first down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Romeo Okwara able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Off play action. Jones. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Escape, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That will bring up 4th down and an 11-yard loss to boot.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
This one fielded at the 5. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Tay Crowder picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now, the number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
3rd and long. It's Goff. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here's Jackson.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead, but that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a 1st down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Barkley, inside handoff.
To about the 48-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Barkley. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. On 3rd down, Barkley. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, gone.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now it's gone. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
They'll set up to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. The New York set to take the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw here pulled in by Galladay. Second down at 4. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. Oh, what a move. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 64 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
I know we're in the era of wide open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 9. Flush to it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Aiden Hutchinson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded just inside the 30, and he goes out right around the 39. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return, and the Lions will take over.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At the 39-yard line. Goff now looks to throw.
He'll drop this one off to Swift.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
On 2nd down, Swift.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Third and 2, Goff. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds.
And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. On 1st and 10, Goff.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10, Goff.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. To the air again, Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Desperation time for Goff on fourth. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On first down, it's gone. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Swift going to try up the middle. And they're going to stop play here. And the injury is to, that's DJ Chark, the receiver, who's in need of some help right now. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. On third down, here comes Swift. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Goff, and he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. And a heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Now Goff. Eluding the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face the challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Up the middle with Barkley. And some space here. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys are nails out there.
So for the Giants, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And now they'll get the short week as they get set to play at Dallas on Thanksgiving. Meanwhile, for Detroit, it was a game they really needed as they dropped